Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Monday. It's February 23rd, and we're in a fresh week. Woohoo! We made it, guys. Anyone who's coming into the stream and saying hi is not dead. We're here for another week. Wow. Life is good. Let's go ahead and get this menu started. Welcome to the live card shop. It's me, Mr. Cardconomist. Ooh, hey, what's up? What's up, mister? Hey, man, would you ever buy Plasma Storm Lugia? Do you mean ever sell? So what you mean? Do you mean ever sell? I mean, I did buy them. So I think he means ever sell. Okay, let's pick out a title. Let's see. Hot Rayquaza break. Popular Pokeshuffles. And Ascended Heroes. All right, let's hit save. We got plenty of Ascended Heroes. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Let's see, what's this? So I sold another Queen's Beast silver coin? What the hell? Wow, I sold like 2 of those in the last week. Why are they selling so fast? Should I relist it? I'll relist it. I got another one to sell, so I'm going to relist it. All right, that's relisted. Sweet. All right, so back to our little stream. Let's go ahead and start putting things together, shall we? So I'm going to open this up, and then I'm going to grab the website. Still kicking in a 10. Hello, hello. Oh, no. Ascended went down by 50. 50? What does that mean? Ascended. We have some. I might have overpaid for it. My price is maybe a little bit higher. I'm sorry. I'm willing to just wait it out because it's such a popular set. But we'll look for cheap restocks, too, which can drive the price down. Okay, guys? That's kind of where we're at. Ascended Heroes. Oh, Ascended Heroes went down by 50 cents. Bye. Thanks, man. Let's see. Noah Mister has shown off his PSA Plasma Lugia several times. Oh. Are you saying you have one to sell? I mean, I'm open-minded to buying it if you're trying to sell it, but I might not have enough cash. Here we are. I might not have enough cash because I've been spending money like a drunk sailor. Man, I spent a lot of money. I don't think I have any money left. Let me see. Let me see what I bought recently. I bought some stuff, man. I don't know about you guys, but I've been spending every single dollar that I get. I bought a Flareon, I bought a Tyranitar, I bought a Gengar, I bought a second Gengar, I bought another Rayquaza, I bought 2 more Gengars. That's what I spent over the weekend. And if I get out my calculator, let me tell you how much it adds up to. So it adds up to plus this much, plus, let me scroll up, this much, plus this much, plus this much, plus, this one's cheap, plus this much. It adds up to $6,326. Then I paid for a round of grading. Yeah, I have no money. I'm all out of money. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and throw this away. Luckily, I have a lot of cards to share with everyone else. Let's see. What is this? Important information regarding your global shipping program transaction. What? Let me read this. eBay sent me an important email. Let's see. Your item is on the way. Oh, okay. Why did they need to tell me that? All right. International shipping would be really easy if Trump just got rid of all of the tariffs. That'd be great. Microsoft Corporation charged me $14. That might not last for very long, Microsoft Corporation. You better pump out some good stuff. You know, they got that new CEO. She's not a gamer. She's an AI lady. And she does not play games. And all I can think is, like, how's this supposed to work out? Kayla Taylor, the Squirtle tag 8.5 slab on the table, and the Glaceon slab on the table. Oh, okay. Let's look for that. Squirtle and Glaceon. You got it. Glaceon. So Miss Kayla Taylor makes the first order. When did she make this? 6 minutes ago. Whoa. All right. Hey, what's up? You know what? Before we get any further, though, let's go ahead and turn on the iPad so I can read your comments properly. Hard to read it from the cell phone. Long time ago, we used to read 100% of the comments straight off of the iPhone. And then one day I bought an iPad and an iPad arm, and I created a system for me to see all of the comments from the iPad. And it's like night and day how easy that is. Of course, I have to turn my head to the right to read them, so it's not perfect. Let's see. Here's J-Dog Javier, Noah, J-Dog, Jaded, Brandon, Shahir. Hey, what's up, Shahir? We've got Whipple, Jay the Party Oliver, Mike Side. Hey, how's it going, Mike Side? The Legend of Debt, Tyler. Man, I'm really thinking about hosting a drawing competition, by the way. I'm trying to figure out how can I make it, like, profitable. Basically, if I'm going to hand out some kind of prize, like let's say a significant prize, I have to have some way to recuperate the cost of that prize. So that's the tricky part. And I think sometimes you do that with attention. So attention can earn you money. But also you could make money from selling the actual drawings. So I'm trying to figure out how can we get this going, because I'd love to give you guys a way to show off your drawing skills, collect a big prize, and, you know, it's just a fun thing. But, so I haven't figured it out. Now, what does she want? She wanted Glaceon and Squirtle. Glaceon and Squirtle. Scooby Buns, doo-doo. There's Squirtle. Oh, it's going to be this Squirtle. Haha. Okay. And there's Glaceon. Oh, wait, that's Espeon. I'm obsessed with GameStop Power Packs. Quillfish. You know, we have our own version of that. We've been running it for years. They're called the Live Customs and the Pokeshuffles. And when you pull a hot card out of there, you can, if you don't like what you got, you can re-roll it. What do we got? Okay. Actually, I wanted to mention our Pokeshuffles and our Pokeshuffles and our Live Customs have been mega popular lately. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but there's been a clear shift toward them. People really like them. I didn't put that Glaceon in this box over here, did I? No, doesn't appear so. So she says a Glaceon. Oh, in the Discord. Oh, I'm so dumb. Okay, on 112. Oh, okay. Let's go looking for Glaceon in Discord. I'm going crazy, guys. I'm going crazy. She said it was in the Discord, and I just didn't read that part. So it's all the way back on 112. That's over a month ago, which means its price is pretty much out of date. Let's see what it is. So we're not getting all of our slabs rotated in 1 month. That means we got to go faster on the rotations. There it is. I believe this is it. Yes, this will be it. Glaceon sold. Now let's go retrieve the Glaceon, shall we? Hey, mister, how are you? Hey, how's it going? Pretty good. It's Monday. I've got plenty of energy. There we go. I actually had a piece of candy for breakfast. That's amazing. We got some Kit Kats, and I ate one. And I was like, dang, why don't I just eat this all the time? But that's because it'll make you cripplingly fat. That's why you can't eat it all the time. It's so sad. Everything good in this life is bad for you, I swear to God. All right, Glaceon. If it feels good, it's probably bad. Actually, there is an exception to that probably, and it's like sex. I think that's the one thing that feels good, and it's good for you. There you go. I don't know. People get themselves in a lot of trouble with that too, though. Squirtle and Glaceon. All right, there we go. Miss Kayla. I think if it's a healthy thing with your consenting partner. Here we go. Pokeshuffle's pretty adorable, more reliable than GameStop. We've been doing Pokeshuffles for years, way before GameStop created their own thing. Because I had the foresight to say, hey, people want a way to pull a slab rather than just an ungraded card. So I was already on top of that. We've just made them better over time. They're really fun. Actually, would you like to see what's in the Pokeshuffles? You know, we had some we had a lot of people opening Pokeshuffles, and you guys might be curious what the box looks like now. So why don't we go ahead and show off what's in the Pokeshuffles. I'm going to pull the Pokeshuffle box down. The first thing I want to emphasize is how full it is. It is loaded up with slabs. It's very full, actually. Okay, and remember, it's not only slabs you can pull out of there. So there's even more in there than just the slabs. So we got Moltres 10. Here's Vintage Wheezing 9. This is Mudkip Ace of Spades 9. Geodude Hollow 9. Square Cut Error Tentacool from Evolving Skies. It's pretty cool. I sent it to BGS because, you know, sometimes PSA won't mess with that. Sudowoodo, double Sudowoodos. Gengar 9. Lily's Determination 10. Suicune 9. He looks really good. Aegislash 10. That's a Cardconomist graded card, huh? Here's a Wooper 10. Okay. Bulbasaur 9. Squirtle, Psyduck 10. Zeraora Master Ball 10. Umbreon 10. Rocket Return Spinarak 9. Here's Executor 9. You see a couple extra 9s because we're actually rotating the 9s box. But that will end. Here's Vulpix No Rarity and Ampharos. Here's Regirock 10. Here's Lugia. Here's Satu 10. Roserade, Giovanni 10. That's a good one. That's actually one of the chase cards. So this is the SAR from Glory of Team Rocket. That's Giovanni SAR. Pretty neat. You know, these tag-graded vintage cards like this Dark Vileplume, you could be tempted to crack it and regrade it. They grade very harsh, but be sure to look it over if you decide to do that. But here's a Dark Vileplume 9. So another vintage 9. Those are pretty cool. Duskull. We got a very cheap Lord of the Rings. So here's so he didn't really go into the box costing anything. Here's Charmander 10. Here's Eevee 10, one of the chase cards. Nice. Magikarp 10. Mega Venusaur. This card never gets pulled. I think we need to check and see if this is actually in the box, because I have a theory that maybe it's not in the box, and if it's not, we got to add it. And then here's Palafin 10. This has also never been pulled. You know, when something sits in the box too long, you got to wonder if there was like a mistake with loading the box. Here's Chespin. Here's a Vending Pidgeotto and Gardevoir. All right, so there you go. Some cool stuff in there. Remember, you can pull them for as little as $5. So, you know, Dark Vileplume, maybe that's not on your forecast for what you're trying to add to your collection. But if you pulled this for $5, you'd be like, oh, yeah, that's actually pretty smart. Like that. Same with the Bulbasaur here. Really nice cards. So those are the Pokeshuffles right now. And they're pretty full. And we're running out of slabs. We are actually running out of slabs. Look at the slab boxes, guys. Check this out. So here are the A's. Those are the 9s. It's empty. It's in rotation. But look, those are the L's to M's. And that's the Z box. Look how empty the box is. You guys have actually absorbed hundreds and hundreds of slabs for me. They've actually sold through. You guys really like graded cards. I like graded cards. This is a culture that appreciates graded cards because it's like, who wants to spend thousands of dollars opening booster packs just to pull, you know, a couple energy cards? You see that all the time, by the way. And when you just go straight to buying a slab or being in a $40 break for a specialty one like this Rayquaza, he's not going into the, well, I suppose we could put one in the live customs, couldn't we? Because look, we're selling this one for about 400-ish. We could put that in the live custom, can't we? But my point is, you know, you could jump into one of these specialty breaks. You can go in the live customs. You can go in the Pokeshuffles. You can go straight after a slab. The downside to the slabs, though, is I might not always have what you're looking for. Like, Ascended Heroes has that Gengar. Well, I don't have that Gengar. I bought an ungraded one, though. I'm going to send it off to, I think, Beckett. I'm going to give it a shot at Beckett for Pristine or something. I bought a Japanese one. All right, so what do we got over here? PSA charged me money for shipping. So I send my cards off to the vault, and now I'm paying them $60 to send me cards back from the vault. How smart am I? Well, what happened was I had so many of a particular card, I sent it off to the PSA vault to get it listed up on eBay, and now I find myself, like a month later, almost out of slabs. So it's like, wait, bring those back. It's crazy. So I had to spend $60 bringing some cards back. Here, lesson learned, you know. All right, so here is Mr. Berwar for a refund on the grading and shipping. You got it, man. So he decided, oh, my shipping box is in the other room. I got to go get the shipping box back. I was working on, not shipping box, grading box. I was working on grading last night. Submissions, I should call it. And, man, we got a lot of work to do still. I got one submission out. We are. But it was a personal submission. But I was working on the others too. We are. We're gonna need a restock on the old maid cards. You know, the old maid cards. Those are all sold through. All right, we got a cheap and affordable $160,000 Legendary Collection Charizard. Let me go get that box, okay? Give me a minute. Mistress, their bounty card. I haven't put the bounty together still. It's going to be $200 worth of PSA 9s this round, okay? So, because the 9 slabs are the most slabs. We just got tons of them. Give me a second. I'm back. All right. So let's see if we can find this real fast. Right there, in fact. I must put it to the front. We got some Tyler Davis cards to send off, huh? Look at all those cards, man. Beautiful. Look, I found a couple of these. I might send these off to grade. Ooh, Nikkei cards do well. We've got those Nikkei Precious packs. $12 a pack. Give them a try. All right. So you have henceforth changed your mind on this. I don't think any bank is letting someone spend $160K in one purchase without flagging it for fraud. Is that 160,000 rupees? Yes. All right, Mr. Burwire, it was so nice having you. Let me grab your bag. Here it is. Mr. Burwire's bag. All right, we have Dunsparce, we have Chibi, and Fui Follet. Okay. There we go. Depends on what you do for a living, though, Mistress. That 160K. I've heard of ZELLE locking accounts for expensive purchases. You know, if you really wanted to buy it, you wouldn't have to send 160K all at once. And there is a way to do that, by the way. You get like a cashier's check or something. I don't know. You have to fly down here and pick it up in person. All right. When a card costs $160,000, you fly down and pick it up in person. That's how it works, guys. Who's shipping a $160,000 card in the mail? I guess it happens. Maybe it happens. I love this music, by the way. Copy this. Let's close our shipping software down and open it back up so we get it fresh. Slab away the Charizard. Yeah, you want to slab away? I can let you rent the Charizard Legendary Collection. I'll put it on the table, and we'll put a little blank box right here, and we'll put a note for $5 for you, like maybe your name or something, so everyone knows who you are. We'll do that for like $5 or something, like renting ad space or something, billboard space. That's like buying a Ferrari and shipping it with the $200 tow truck. Just pick it up in person. Slab away Zard for 20 years. All right, so here we are. I think we've got it all correct. Let me go grab your email. All right, it's not a terribly heavy bag. There we go. Slab away Zard for 20 years. If you don't get the card, the card gets repriced. Just get real estate at that point if you're going to do a 20-year layaway. Wouldn't that be interesting if we did a layaway that long? All right. Even if I offered like layaway for 2 years, if I had priced the card at double its value, that still wouldn't have been pricing it high enough for what it would have been. Still would have been a bad deal for me, the lender. Because it's a loan is what it is. It's a loan. The Rosas EM Encouragement from Nihil Zero just sold for 1,150 in a PSA 10 law, all because Pika is on the card. Really? Damn, dude, that's crazy. All right, we're just waiting for this label to be printable. Come on! Let me print the label! My God, the software is so slow. I can't believe it's so slow. How can it be this slow? It just doesn't make sense. Oh my gosh, it wants to make a change to the address. It wants to format it. All right, the address is formatted now. All right, I'll just set this here. Oh, did this come unplugged? Here, let me plug this back in. This software sucks, dude. Every day I say that. Every single day I complain about the shipping software, and yet I don't want to swap over to other shipping software. I used their online portal to ship a label today, or to print a label last night, and it was a little bit better, I think. I think it was a little bit faster. They're probably putting all their effort into that. All right, we're going to delete this. We're going to grab Mr. Jaded, who says he'll take one hot Pokeshuffle. Good luck. Cricket Gym bounty spot for SIR Rosa from Nihil Zero. Yeah, he probably needs one. If he didn't get one, he needs one. Want to rent my Gold Star Trico? You got a Gold Star Trico? What's the grade on your Gold Star Trico? One cold one, Mr. Jaded. One cold one. Here we are. All right. Okay. PSA 9. Ah. I was thinking a 10. Here's Mr. Javier. 1 live custom and 11 hollow shuffles. How about that, Mr. Javier? Was that not fast? That was hella fast, dude. We're fast as F. But okay, yeah, we got the website up. Cool. So Javier Arroyo's in. Happy Monday, by the way, guys. It is Monday again. We're heading into March. It's almost March, guys. March is such a great week. Such a great month. Not a week. Such a great month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, there it is. Please help me. Give me 1,000 money. Please, brother. All right, I'll give you 1,000 money. Ah, Old Maid Psyduck. So we just saw that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, you got your 11 cards. Now you're getting Old Maid Psyduck. Probably one of the better cards from the Old Maid collection. Old Maid is from 2019, by the way. It's kind of old. 2019, that's Sun and Moon era. A lot of it's been graded. And I think when the product runs out, like there's no more of it to grade, I think it definitely has a chance to jump because it's so interesting looking. It's a very certain style to it. Now, you can re-roll this or you can keep it. Do not redeem. I can send you my UPI ID account. I don't know what that is. I had the opportunity to get both the English and Japanese 9 yesterday. Hi, mister. Can you show me that Squirtle? Just wondering how a 9 reverse foil is so expensive. I don't know. It would have been based off of a last sold price or a cheapest buy it now price. I actually think in this guy's case, it was a last sold price. I remember this. Tag 9 reverse had sold for like $75. A team up is a very expensive set these days. Okay, so he's keeping the Psyduck 10. All right. Got to take what you can take. Secure in the bag, so to speak. All right. 1 live costume. How can she slap? I mean, online payment account, phone pay account. Please, brother. All right, I'll just send you money. You're funny, man. Here we are. All right. What do you need the money for? Here we are. A 1, 2, 3, and a 4. Very good. 1 cold one called Loromanic. I have a feeling you probably don't want that one. I'm going to set this over here, okay? He's a wealthy Nigerian prince. He doesn't need that money. You are? I didn't know that. Who else is here? We had Nicholas Pacheco was the last order on the website, it looks like. Any new website orders today? No. All right, so now we get to work on the slabs on the table, the slabby patties. So we have a full table of slabby patties. Let's start showing them off. We got this Path to Exile Spooderman. Very cool. 35 bucks. Here's Halo, $16. Incursion. Here's Wordeer, 20 bucks. PSA 9. Tag 9. Here's, it's a muscle memory to say PSA 9, you know. Storming the Beach, $25. Looks great. All right. And Uprising 2. Actually, here, let's put that one there. Let's see. Let's try and find one more of these, maybe. How about this? Yeah, not my wallet. Okay, so we've got It's Not My Wallet 9 for $28. That's a Topps Chrome SpongeBob card. All right, now I'm going to take a picture of this. Tag is too harsh on Square Cut. They're very harsh on basically everything. It makes it scary to grade with them, but it makes it good to purchase their slabs. I mean, I buy their slabs and I don't worry about it. So that is the good part. If you see a nice tag 10, probably you don't have a lot to worry about when it comes to the quality of the card. It's probably a 10. You know what I'm saying? All right. I think their 10s are going to hold up pretty well over time. Okay, so now we've got what? Here, equips 2 drawings. They're $150 each. I saw her Gengar drawing. It's really good. Here's Hitmonlee. Here, so that's Hitmonlee 9, first edition fossil. That's probably needing a reprice. Let's go take a look into that. PSA 9, Hitmonlee first. That's how I felt at first, too. Some cards seemed too expensive. Now I'm like, I just got to work a little harder to get it. Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's choose lowest first. Okay. Oh, he is definitely more expensive. He's $112. That's not a surprise. 58 immediately felt too cheap for a card of this prestigiousness. We are. So we're going to say 110 ... So we got some dots there. Okay, he's been checked. He's been repriced. Doesn't that look more correct? That looks more correct immediately. 110. Please, brother, I request you. You request me. I've been requested. Here's Trico. What were you saying, Mr. King of YouTube Gamer? He says, I mean online payment. Please, bro. Oh, wait. Please, brother. In cancer time. Oh, cancer time. Who's got cancer? We are. Here's Duskull, and here's, so the Duskull's correct. He's probably about $20. Someone's got cancer. That sucks. Here's Pidgey 9. Ooh. Shower time for 1,000 years now. Oh my gosh, I finally got my 3-year member ball. So what is this Expedition Pidgey 9? Expedition Pidgey 9. Oh, Pidgey. Okay, I don't need to type anything else in. Oh, ours is actually cheaper than the one on the internet, but we'll leave that price in. We'll leave that price locked in, $60. That's a good price on that Pidgey, guys. Apparently. There we go. All right, so Hitmonlee, Pidgey, Shelder, Trico. And by the way, could these potentially grade 10? Please send me same money. I think he means please send me some money. So the back of the card's a little off center, top to bottom. I think this is probably a correct 9. So this is a 9. This guy's an 8.5. Could he not have been a 9? Like, they're like, no, he's not a 9. He's an 8.5, bro. That's too bad that they didn't make that one a 9. So that one's, I guess it's an 8. So I would see this one as an 8, everybody. Pidgey 9, Shelder 8, Hitmonlee 9, Trico 9, Duskull 9. Let's see. Do that like that. Okay. Now, let's take a picture. Remember me, I was asking for mod. You said you'd give it to me. You want mod? We are. What do you think you bring to the table as moderator? I want you to sell yourself a little bit. Tell me what you think you'd bring to the table as a moderator. We are. All right, so that's Hitmonlee, Pidgey, Shelder, Trico. These look great, man. These look fantastic. All Pokemon, all vintage Pokemon right there. Can I also have some money? Ooh, what do you need it for, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt? There we go. Oi, oi, oi. I want free monies. Come on, bro. Yeah, there's a lot of people with cancer right now. It's really sad, actually. People get cancer, and it's just like, it's like, you know, it's just this terrible thing. I'll get cancer one day. I'm pretty sure I will be paying for my in-laws when they get sick. We already did. We already paid for it once. We paid for her mom when she got cancer treatment. She got cancer treatment stage 4. It's called like lymphoma, and it's a survivable cancer even in stage 4, and she survived it. There we are. There we go. I guess it's one of the luckier cancers, like skin cancer. Oops. They had to cut out a whole bunch of lumps in her. There we go. And then she had a year of chemo. It was really rough on her. I'm going to cut some more of these. How much are packs? I would settle for some store credit. My girlfriend just got into UOFT. I'm very proud of her. What's UOFT? I'm happy she survived it. Mister, can I be mod? I'll never leave your side. How much are packs? Baking soda cures a lot. Please check all my messages. He says, please send money. Please send money. Please, brother, I request you. Modern medicine's amazing. Sometimes it's just your time to go, too, you know? Like the Hollywood actor, the one guy who just passed from colon cancer. All his money and fame couldn't save him. And so when it's your time, it's your time. That's one of those existential things, you know? Yeah. That's why I never sweat it if I'm just having a little bit of fun. I'm trying to be strict with my diet and lose some weight, but also at the same time I go, you know, I'm not going to die if I just have like, yeah, I'm going to die either way. Like I'm going to go ahead and have some dinner sometimes, you know, instead of being miserable forever. Because sometimes eating super healthy, super strictly is like miserable, man. It's a miserable way to live. I'll get one more of these open. It's my last one. Send me brother money. Send me brother money. Does your brother need money? Ow. I'm going to snip this open. While you guys think over if you'd like to open some cards today. What's brother money? Money for his brother. That's what makes the most sense. All right. I had a guy contact me once. I don't know where he was from, but I think it was a Latin American country. And he said he had been shot. He had been shot because he had been participating in drug and gang-related activities. And he told me he had been shot and could not seek normal medical help because of the nature of his work. And I was like, I don't know. What am I going to do? We are. All right, very good. I was like, I don't want to get involved with all that. All right, there we go. Very nice. I was like, what am I going to help you? The rival gang's going to be like, who's helping this guy? All right, look at all this. I don't even know if he was telling the truth, of course. There's no way to know on the internet. So that's part of the trouble of all that. Anyone can say anything they want to try and make money any of the time. You got whole call centers just trying to scam old people out of their money. That's like a real thing. All day long, just trying to scam people. There you go. Very nice. All right. I'm your subscriber. This is my last request. I'm sending a custom. I'm going to send you so much money, King of TY Gamer. How many got packs? Rip's brother. Speaking of gang, did you hear about Mexico? I did hear about that. You know, I hope everybody out there stays safe. And I hate hearing about that. All the gang activity and all that stuff is terrible. People try to make money out of criminal activity, and it's just a horrible thing. I understand the need to survive and the ambition to make money. I definitely appreciate the ambition. But it's like drugs, prostitution, human trafficking, assassinations, you know, just all of the ways that you want to make money are like evil. You got to find a way to be productive and not evil. Help people and make money. And so I don't feel too much pity for them. And I hope Mexico frees themselves of organized crime. You know, we had the mafia in the United States, didn't we? That was a problem for a little while. We had the mafia. There's the Russian mafia. There's the Yakuza. So every country deals with organized crime. But if you want to be a first world country, you got to stamp it out pretty well so that humans can prosper and feel safe in their own neighborhoods. So it's a good thing that they're doing this. And I hope everyone stays safe. And those young men, they need a different way to make money. So it's typically going to be young men who lack a father and they lack opportunity, so they turn to crime. And it's like, that's not the solution. That's the opposite of the solution. It just makes it harder for everybody. All right, let me have a sip of this. Do you sell packs? Negative. I only sell feet pictures. Mister will give you a box of something. He's done it before. Call center closed today, I guess. I am from India. How's it going over there in India? How's India today? Oh my gosh. India's cool. I like India. You know what's cool about India? They're not really beefing too much with, like, well, I guess they fight a little bit with Pakistan, but as far as I can tell, they don't beef with too many people. That's cool. Here's Javier Arroyo. 1 life custom, 1 ascended hero. Oh, cool. I was just getting some ascended heroes. Okay, let me grab this for you. And let me grab a live costume. Can you show the current gym breaks, please? Yes, sir. I'll show you the gym breaks. Gym breaks are pretty popular. They're one-person breaks. And so that's what's... Oh, I got to grab another round of these. So that's what's popular about them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Maximum belt. Oh, yeah. We got some... I probably got that in a trade or something. I don't know what to do with all those. Do you know what to do with them? Might be worth some money. I don't know. Maybe there's like a card player out there who needs that one. So, here's... You got Golduck. Rough. That's rough. Pokemon cards are very rough this way, man. Pokemon cards are super rough. You can go deep and just pull nothing. Ow. Shahir knows. Can you show the current gym breaks? I am from India, and my name is Anup. How's India? Tell us a little bit about yourself. Here's Javier. All right, Javier. Okay. Very good. Oh, yeah. Good. You know, there's a lot of people here in the United States who need help with their medical bills, too. It's really a sad thing. If only there was, like, infinite money, it'd be easy. Here's Edgar Gonzalez, 2 in the pack split. Edgar Gonzalez, 2 in the pack split. Let's show that off for him. So that's the pack split there. That Charizard for 160,000. Isn't that cool? There's a new record sale price on Charizard from Legendary Collection, 72,000. That's a new record sale price. Actually, I think 74,000 because I saw one. It was 74. And what's so fascinating about that is the cheapest buy now for this Charizard is now 160. You have to wonder if that's going to sell. I don't know if it will, but maybe. Okay. That can't be your name. It's got to be like Ted or Mike or Allen. How's it been going, mister? If you want to visit India, just come to Brampton in Canada. I hear Canada accepted a lot of Indian immigration. Here it is. Okay. All right, Mr. Edgar. Some people do not like it as much as others. It's the same story in every country. People are having a conversation about it. And it's a tough thing because you want to help people, especially immigrants who are looking for a better life. You want to help them. But then there's a strain on local resources. But then also there's people who are like, well, wait a second. This doesn't look like Canada anymore. It looks like I'm living in India now. And so there's those groups are in conflict with each other. They're arguing with each other. Where's that pack split? I think we need a new pack split bag. I think that previous pack split bag has been thrown away. Okay, let's move this up here. So you hear that a lot. You hear a lot of people complain that there's too many Indian people in Canada now. There it is. All right. Oh, let me move this over here. There it is. This happens a lot, too, you know, historically. Like the Irish come over, the Irish get beat up in America. The Italians come over, the Italians get beat up in America. Now we're in the future. We love the Irish and the Italians. So, you know, you never know how it's going to work out. But I think what you have to have, no matter what, you have to have shared values. You have to have success. You have to. You can't have poverty. So I think, you know, that's the most important thing is people have to come over and work very hard, and there has to be sort of shared values and financial success. And then people probably are more open-minded at that point. They go, oh, yeah, no, it's not so bad. All right. I sent $82 thinking it was $41 a spot. Oh, you did. Okay, hold on. Wait a second. So let's correct that. 24 times 2, 48 minus 82. $34 remains. Here you go. That's $34. Now, this is an Ancient Origins pack. It's got some really good pulls in it, worth a lot of money. Surprisingly, very valuable cards. All right. Shout out to Brampton, my hometown. I sent $82, thinking it was $41. Do you have an Instagram account? I do have an Instagram account, yes. Cardconomist. USA beat Canada for the gold medal in hockey, mister. I heard about that. It was pretty, probably not an exciting day to be Canadian. I mean, because it feels like you got beat by your own game, or beaten your own. It's like, it's like if you guys loved hockey so much that it was like your version of the Super Bowl, but then you go to an international battle and you lose at your own game. It's not a great feeling. Americans would feel the same way if we lost probably at football. So, yeah, it's probably not a super cheery day. I heard the women's team beat the women's team, Canadian women's team in hockey as well. Dang, dude. But why would that surprise anyone? You know, Canadians and Americans are basically the same people. I talk about this sometimes. All of us just came over from Europe. The bloodlines are the same. You're higher up than we are. That's it. There's virtually no difference, right? Like I've got Irish, Scottish, and British in me. That's a lot of Canadians are just like that. And it's just, you know, what's the difference? So it's kind of an interesting thing. We're the same people. We even speak the same language. We speak English. So it's just silly, isn't it? But it was cool. It's cool to see that. And I bet you the Canadians work really hard and get it back next year. Ultimately, it's just a game. Here's William Wafter, pack split. You got it, Mr. William Wafter. He's jumping in the pack split as well. Can use that credit on Ascended Heroes. Absolutely. Okay, give me a second, guys. Mr. Edgar would like to open a pack of Ascended Heroes. So let's go grab that. So we're selling these for $18, and I'm going to remove 18 from 34. That's what we're going to do. So that leaves you with the 16. Okay. I speak Spanish. Muchos gracias. Mister, we evolved from fish, according to my people at Scientology. I don't know about all that. Wow, look at that. We got 60 viewers and 40 likes. I didn't even have to ask for likes. You guys are just super generous. Awesome, man. All right. My mother's last test was cancer, so I was asking for some help. So if you could help, I would be happy. Please help me. I'm a 14-year-old child, and what you said is addiction. What you said is addiction? What? I didn't say addiction. Here's Ends PP Up. Here's Beautifly. Here's Monkey Dory. Here's Dun Sparse. Look at that. Dun Sparse. There we go. All right. I'm going to place this over here. So this is for you, Mr. Edgar. Let's go grab your bag. All right. So, let's see. Edgar Gonzalez. Here's your bag. And we'll pop this in here. And we'll pop these in here. Master, we evolved from fish. Yes, just a game. People take it too seriously. Fighting over it is kind of just bragging rights. I mean, it's cool. The game was pretty close from what I heard. Apparently, we had a really good goalie. That's cool. And I heard after he won that he was very patriotic about his win. And I think that that's cool, too. You know, like if the Canadians win, I would expect their guys to be like patriotic because you're representing your country when you go to these global games. That's the whole point. So it was pretty neat. It's refreshing, you know, because typically, I feel like typically there's been a culture in America, including with our athletes, of sort of like a bit of self-hate. You know, oh, I hate that I'm American, or America sucks, by the way. And so it's nice to see a guy who's just like, yeah, Edward Shelton, 6 Crown Zenith, 5 Silver Tempest, 3 base sets, Scarlet Violet, 1 box, Nihil Zero. This is a big order, guys. I'm excited for this. All right, big order, everybody. I am speak Bengali. Oh, you speak Bengali. Very cool. We are. Well, I'm sorry to hear about your mom. You think she'll get better? We are. All right, you ready? Let's go ahead and grab this. My mother-in-law had cancer. She got lucky and she beat it. We are. Cancer is a pretty tough one, man. All right. People are passionate over sports. It's not anything new. USA can't get gold in hockey since 1990. Has it been that long, really? That's 40 years ago, guys. That's like 46 years ago. That's a long time ago. There we go. It's bad timing, you know, because Trump's been a real jerk to Canada. And so for them to then also go on to not win their own game and to lose specifically to America twice, both women's and men's sports, it's not a great feeling. I do sympathize with that. All right, so we got box number 1. But again, it's just a game. And I bet they have a better shot next time, but it's a game. Let's go ahead and snip this. America and Canada really should be besties all the time. There's no reason not to be. And it's too bad. It would be, I don't think it would be a terrible thing if the U.S. and Canada did become one country, by the way. I actually agree with Trump on that. I just think that he's a jerk, so it's never going to happen with him. There it is. But, you know, if Canada joined America, what's so interesting about that idea is Canada would ultimately be the country or the state that selects the next president. I don't know if Canadians have ever thought about that, but America is pretty balanced right now. It's pretty split between Republicans and Democrats. It's like a 50-50 split. It's close most of the time. And so if you were to jump in, you basically get to pick the president. It's just up to you. How cool would that be? We are. Then again, maybe Republicans shouldn't be pushing to have that sort of unification between the the North and the South. Sounds like Korea. It shouldn't be doing that because it's like, could be a bad deal for the Republicans. Canadians might vote mostly Democrat. Isn't that interesting? So it just doesn't make any sense, none of it. That's probably one of the reasons why no one's ever pushed for that anyways, because it's like it would upset the balance. Ooh, Talonflame? I don't remember his name. Mister, you ended up not putting me into the pack split. Got distracted. Did I actually? I thought I wrote your name down. Did I not write his name down? All right, so let me open this, and then I'm going to put you right into the pack split. Thanks for catching that. Yeah, we're talking about a variety of subjects, I suppose. Here we are. All right. Here's Dugong. Yeah, we speak the same language. Same language. All right, here's Landorus. We're not divided by a body of water. There we go. We have the same ancestral roots. We have a common ancestor. We're the same people. We literally are. There's no like ambiguity about it. It's just directly. We just are the same people. So it is kind of interesting that we ended up making 2 separate countries, doesn't it? Probopass. Ooh, Probopass. Cold. 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 Oh, here's a little Gengar. Double check, but I'm 90% sure. Let's join USA so I don't have to pay $40 for shipping. Well, and that's actually a great point. Canada and the United States would just be able to immediately do cheaper business with each other. You're actually correct. Everything sent over to Canada gets a tariff either from America or from Canada. One of our governments taxes the other government, right? And it's really stupid. But then there's all those extra shipping fees as the shipping companies change hands. So it's like, yeah, it's like $40. Now, if you have to think, not only is our little Pokemon shipment an extra $40 or whatever, it's everything. It just doesn't make any sense. All right. Think of all the resources we could share between each other. Tech jobs, tons of tech jobs, medicine, doctors, all that stuff becomes very sort of like, you know, it becomes very easy to trade or to move around because there's no international barrier. The international barrier goes away. Here's Eradicate. Ooh. Okay, here's a cold one. Here's Meowth. Ooh. Here's a cold one. And this energy thing. maybe someday in the future, under a much nicer president, it'll be something that truly gets considered. There it goes. All right. Mr. Edward. So in this box, it's an okay box. I think your ARs are interesting. You got Raticate, and you got Purple Pass, and you got Talonflame? I can't remember his name. But your SR is the Skarmory. He's just like Golden Skarmory with huge feet. He's got gigantic feet now. Just absolutely gigantic honkers. Now, where is your bag? I believe it's over here, right? I'm going to put these away, and then I'm gonna make sure we... well, here, let's just check right now. Did we actually put William Wafter in here? Nope. So let's just put William Wafter in here right now, okay? If I didn't put him in there, did I not write him a card at all? I felt like I wrote him a card. Okay. Not for long. Canada going to be speaking Arabic soon. Edward. Well, I mean, I think your feelings are that, you know, there's too much immigration into Canada from the Middle East, perhaps. Maybe that's what you're feeling. We have a lot of that in the U.S., too. I mean, it's just every country is doing this. And that's a conversation you can have, whether you like it, you know, like, oh, I'm for it or against it. It's an interesting conversation. I don't know. What are you going to do, you know? Let's see. Edward Shelton. We're living in a time period in the history of man where things are changing rapidly, you know? And one of the things that have changed is our ability to communicate with each other has vastly improved. Like, we have the internet now. The world is becoming more flat. It's more flat. It's closer. We're more connected to each other. That's just how it's going to be. It's not going to go backwards, you know? People developed really distinct cultures, really distinct languages, huge differences from each other because we were separated by oceans, where it took a really long time to get over from the oceans, right? And then the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, finally in the 2000s, the internet arrives. And all of a sudden, we can start communicating with each other all around the world. And Google Translate arrives. YouTube arrives. And now we got AIs getting really sophisticated now. And you can just fly over. It's really easy to just fly over now. So we're becoming a more connected world. And that's not going backwards. It's going forward. We're going to continue to be a more connected world over time. So 5 Silver Tempest, 3 base sets, and 6 Crown Zenith. I think it's just the way that it is. You know, it's like... we're going to run into each other, and there might be an argument over what language to use. I don't know. I like English because I happen to speak it. So it makes it easy if I don't have to learn a new language. Interestingly, though, maybe we should all be learning Chinese. Shishi. Ni hao. They got the second biggest economy in the world, and it's not even close. Nothing even comes close to China and America. It's just China and America standing way above everybody else. And we're just this far away from each other. It's China and America by a lot. And then way below China, it's like maybe all of Europe put together. All of Europe put together. So, yeah, maybe we should be learning some Chinese. All right, let's go grab a box of Silver Tempest. I need a fresh box. I'll be right back. Where did I keep it? Over here? Perfect. All right. Yeah, I guess that's a difficult question. What language should we all speak? Okay. Very good. You're Edward in the pack split, not William. Did I really? We are. Let's put this in here. I'm going to have to fix that too. What do you guys think of that? We need a yell button. We need a panic button. I'll put this over here. All right. Sorry, guys. I guess I didn't have my morning coffee. That's actually true. I didn't have my morning coffee today. So here's the pack split. And we were working on Edward Shelton, which is why I wrote his name down. Oops. And we want William Wafter, which was a previous order. Here you go, William. Have no fear, William. This would never reach the end without us recording the mistakes, so you would 100% get your money back, or you would get into it correctly. Here it is, see? It's all on camera, so we recorded all. You're right, I'm a little bit distracted. Maybe just a tad. So we got 2 of these, but we actually need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'll see chat. Stop, you violated the law. What? The earth is flat. We need a yell button. You wrote Edward. Will is like, do I even exist? Mr. Never checks the chat when he's ranting. I got Gyarados in USA. Happy Monday, Tyler. Thank you, chat. No problem. Is 300 HP. It's all good. We got it fixed. It's all good. There we go. All right. So 5 Silver Tempest, 3 base sets, 6 Crown Zenith. Ooh, I gotta like dig this out basically. So I gotta dig this product out. It's so way back here. All right. I got all these slabs here. They need like these slabs. They need like a box. I need a box for all these. Let's just pick them up for the moment. All right. And now all of these boxes, which I don't understand why I'm keeping these here. These should just go back to the shelf from whence they came. Wow. Okay. There. Oh my gosh. I pull this forward and an avalanche of trash falls into its place. Give me a second. I'm getting into a box we don't normally pull out of its position. Okay, so base set. Where are we hiding this base set? Scarlet Violet base set. It's at the very back. Just doesn't get ordered very often. Here we go. Good. And the Crown Zenith. I believe that's a fresh box, isn't it? 3, 4, and 5, 6. There it goes. Need that Lugia luck? Yes, sir. I'd love to pull you a Lugia. That'd be super cool, man. It'd make a great clip, too. All right. And what exactly are all these? Whoa. Whoa. Ooh, the Magikarp. And the Gyarados, huh? Wait, why are those? Those didn't get removed, did they? Did they get sold back to me? I thought these were supposed to be in the Pokeshuffle or something. Okay. Charizard 10, Croconaut 8. There's no reason he couldn't be over here. Buffalant 10, huh? That's interesting. Oh, there's that Beedrill. Remember the Beedrill? Let's get these in here. This Snorlax is actually supposed to be for sale. Maybe I'm just trying to hold on to one. Graveler's a 9. Is he meant to be regraded? Don't understand why he's there. That's nice. This is nice. I'll put this over here. I don't understand why those slabs were all there, to be honest. All right, so we're getting real close to opening this now. So we opened your box of Nihil Zero, and now we've got these beautiful English packs. There we go. Mr. Still never pinged the Discord. There's no Discord ping? We can ping it right now before we open this. Yeah, I ought to leave that channel open to anyone. No, that would never work. You guys would just abuse. You'd abuse the ping. We're going live for Monday morning. Crown Zenith, not Stellar. Oh, okay. Give me a second here. I was doing all that work. Crown Zenith, you're right. They both have Crown in the name. Look at that. These have been really popular lately. There they are. That's why your order is so expensive, because it's Crown Zenith, huh? Okay, we'll move this over. Crown Zenith is cool, man. I really like this set. You guys like Crown Zenith? You're going to get to see some expensive Crown Zenith in the second year. We are? All right. Look at that, guys. All right. Reggie Drago SIR incoming. Your Pokemon is good. There we go. Let's start snipping. Snipping time. 1 and 2 and 3. Mr. Fumbling too much is because he didn't get to ping the Discord first. 4 and 5. No harm's been done. We got William Wafter into the bag, and we got the Crown Zenith packs. Now, if I had accidentally opened Stellar Crown, you know what we would have done? We would have just given them away for free. That's probably what we would have done. We do that like most of the time. There we go. So no harm's been done. Let's go ahead and open this up. Sneap. All right. Crown Zenith. Mr. Edward. We were just having a fun conversation. All right. What we got? Here's Purloin and Zacian. Ooh. Here's Absol. Look, oh, and that Nessa with some kind of signature on it. What is that signature? I don't understand, you know. Pokemon didn't really make a big deal out of this, but do you guys see this? This is some kind of signature on the card. Is that the voice actor for Nessa? I don't understand what it is. Okay, here's Krokorok. Here's Paris and Ditto. Ooh, Paris. I don't think Paris is probably the chase card. How about this one? We got Pongoro. All right, Pongoro. And Young Goose. All right, nothing crazy popping out of Crown Zenith this time. We got a couple good trainer galleries, but no super snipes. Okay, Mr. Edward? Maybe the next pack. Everyone, I hope you had a nice day. It's Miss Alexandra. Hello, Miss Alexandra. How are you? All right, here's Silver Tempest. We got Dragonite. Ooh, that's a really good reverse holo. Here's Golbat with this gigantic mouth. All right. We've got, here's a little non-holo Pikachu. We've got Dragapult. Here's Radiant Serena. Somebody come get her. All right. They made a Pokemon that has like long legs or something. So weird. And Vulpix. Oof. All right. No luck in either the Silver Tempest or the Crown Zenith. Pokemon cards, man. Pokemon cards. You might be able to extract value out of those holos, though. You never know. Like that Toxapex right there. If that graded 10, maybe $100 for that. You just never know, because you wouldn't expect Toxapex to do well, but also nobody's bothering to grade it. And so if you had one for sale for like maybe 75 to 100 bucks, somebody might be like, well, that's the only one for sale. That's how it works, by the way. That's how it works. I do that all the time. Here's Cetodul, Sandal, and Houndstone. So these are from Scarlet Violet, and they're packed differently. The cards face forward now. Youngster Reverum. And I love Smoliv, by the way. When I saw Smoliv, I thought this design was so good. But I hate Arboliva. I think it's so boring looking. Okay, there we go. Smoliv's hilarious. There we go. All right. Poopa Sass, what's up, man? How's it going? Bless these polls, Lord ATB. I know. Dear Lord. Very good. Medicam. Here's Toxapex. I really like the set Brett opened the other night. Oh, that was Generations. He paid an outrageous amount for that. That was $1,450. I got another one if somebody wants to open it. You just have to have probably the same amount. I got to double check, but yeah, it'll probably be like 1.450. Okay, let's get this into the correct bag now. No distractions. There it is. Stop making kissy faces at me. It's distracting. Aha! Here we are. Edward Shelton. Time for Wilds. The hunt never ends. What? When you get a minute, can you show off the gym breaks? Oh, yeah, gym breaks. Do we even have gym breaks? I wonder if we even have them. All right, so I'm looking. I don't even see any. All right, this will be a gym break. $150 each. That'd be outrageous. I don't think we have any gym breaks. So I think we need to create some. Which has me thinking we better get a consignment break. Is there really no gym break? Hold on, let me look. I swear there should be like one, right? Maybe not. Wait, did I see one go by? Here's one. Oh, we have Jimmy Therese Darkrai. All right, Darkrai. And none others. So that's the only one right now. I can look for another one as we go, okay? Thank you, Edward, for the huge order. I really appreciate it, man. You're too kind. Sorry, it was kind of a tough round, though, unfortunately. But that was all totally fresh. Silver Tempest, fresh box, and the Crown Zenith, straight out of a fresh box. So that was all super fresh, just unlucky this time. Let's see, we have Brandon Boutillier. He says, 10 Blue Sky Stream and 10 Korean Inferno X. Don't you love how affordable these are? These are so fun to open because they don't break your wallet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Blinker time. Happy Monday. Pucker up. When you get a minute, can you show off the breaks? There you go. The gym breaks. I'm going to the gym. Ooh, are we finally ready for a new box of these? What replaced the new breaks? What replaced them? I don't know. Here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we got 9 there. We need another Inferno X. Here's what you guys need to jump into right here is this beautiful Rayquaza. I have deemed him the good-looking Rayquaza that's too cheap. There's a lot of Rayquazas on the market, and none so cheap as this one for how good he looks. So, and he's old. He's from 2017. That makes him 9 years old. So he's definitely out of print. Only a matter of time. All right, I'm back. Here we are. Ooh. The Korean hit prices are competitive with English and Japanese. Are they? That's good. Okay. You mean like relatively speaking, right? Okay. Tossing this over here. So 2 more of these. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you're having a great Monday, by the way. It's Monday. Yay! Another busy week. All right. Time to, what's the word? Deliver value to the shareholder. My biggest regret is that I did not deliver more value to the shareholder. All right, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oops. Try that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we have it. Okay, we're good. Ready? All right, snipping time. Snipping time. Sleep. I'm listening to Advanced Wars music right now. If you hate it, let me know. It's very familiar music to me. Here we are. Karis and I finished Gears of War 5, by the way. It was terrible. The gameplay was as smooth as ever. The graphics were great, but the actual story was just, it was dog water, dude. It was so bad. All right, here goes. You know, they really, in my opinion, they really had something nice set up in Gears 4. I wasn't like, you know, I didn't feel like Gears 4 felt exactly like Gears 1, 2, and 3, but that was okay because, you know, it's a reboot of the old franchise, and they're just trying new things. Like Gears 4, it had all those robots in it. It's like, I don't sign up to fight robots. But it was okay. I was like, all right, that's fine. You can always play the classic games if you want. You know, you don't have to play robot mode. But the story in Gears 4, by the end, felt like it had so much potential. And then Gears 5, they just effortlessly threw all that away, like completely. They just threw the whole thing away. I was like, wow, that sucks. They basically did the exact same thing that Star Wars did with Rey. They did that in Gears 5. And it was just so bad. I was like, I can't believe how bad this is. They set up something so nice and then they just tossed it in the trash. They said, nah. Gears of War 3 is my favorite. Mister, looking forward to closing time. Gears of War 2 will always be my favorite. I never go around to playing 4 or 5. Me neither, but I did play them just recently. I just played both of them. I didn't have to pay anything for them because of the Xbox Game Pass, so I played them for free. Karis and I played them together. Hey, look at that. Pulling a nice Gyarados out. Rayquaza Gyarados. Great stuff. And I'm here to tell you, the gameplay is very smooth. It feels good in that way. The graphics are fine. They're very good. There is still some sense of the old Gears game in them. The story in Gears 4, not a bad setup. You're thinking there's going to be a great payoff in Gears 5. And then they take that setup and they throw it in the trash can. And then they dookie on you. So Gears 5 gets like a 0 out of 10 for me in terms of story. 0 out of 10. It's terrible. It's like another thing to be outraged about, you know? It's like it never stops. Actually, you know, I heard I watched that Game of Thrones TV show, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I watched that last episode last night that came out. And Mike Side told me I should watch it because everyone's hyping over it. I didn't think that the show was bad. Karis and I basically watched all of it in one sitting. There was only like 6 episodes, and they're only like 30 minutes long. So we watched it. It took us like 2 days to finish it all. And you know, I thought it had a good feeling because it had a sort of like they basically avoid a lot of the pitfalls of modern story writing, where everything's about the myth, the message. You know, they kind of avoid that. They just let the story be the story. And that's weirdly refreshing in 2026. That's refreshing. And it's not even perfect, but it's refreshing. Mr. Brandon Patillier. And I think that's why there's so much positive reaction to that. And Gears of War 5 is the opposite of that. Gears of War 5 is the exact same slop that we've been eating for like the last 10 years. It's the epitome of like the failure of Star Wars to create a good character or a good story with the prequels, or no, the sequels. I think they're called the sequels. Donate those hollows, says Brandon Patillier. Okay, give me a moment. So I would give, I'd give the Gears 5. Gears 4 story gets like a 7. Gears 5 gets like a 0. It gets like a 1. Just awful. Just really bad. There we go. All right. I can spoil it for you if you want. I don't know if you guys want spoilers. It's a game that's been out a long time. I don't think it would be a problem if there were spoilers, because a lot of people probably just aren't going to play it at all. Let's go ahead and rotate these. The Mega Break. Don't forget about it. Don't you forget about him. Here's Starly. Korean Mega Charizard EX. Recently sold for $465. Nice. Let's see. The comics weren't too bad. Gears of War 2 will be the best. Spoilers? No. Do you guys want spoilers? I can do spoilers on Gears 4 and Gears 5. All right. We're logging in. Mr. Edgar. $2 to my $16 credit and another Ascended Heroes. You got it. So another Ascended Heroes. He is ascending. Don't you start mogging on me, Edgar. All right. I've been Sony loyal since PlayStation 1. I feel good about my investment. Bro, I'm so wrecked by where Xbox is today, and I guess I'm swapping over to PlayStation. It's like I've been a hardcore Xbox fan for a very long time, and I guess it's Jover. I mean, I think I'm swapping teams. I don't know what else to do. Here we are. All right. I do think that Microsoft Xbox is going to become more of a game publisher. I think that's where their income is going to come from. Here's Weavile. They acquired all those studios over time, but it's not like those studios are even producing anything that you have to have. It's so weird. Games are in a rut. Video games are in a rut for sure, man. I haven't heard of many video games that I've been excited for in a long time. Wow, look how beautiful that is. That looks amazing. That's one of those artworks that is not actually in Mega Dream. This is only in Ascended Heroes. Now, this was likely in the Start Deck 100 Japanese, but that was a terrible way to acquire this. So we have this in Ascended Heroes. Ascended Heroes is a great set. I'm on Team Emulator playing Dreamcast and SNES games. I hear you, man. All right. I remember being excited for GTA 6. What is that? That's called Grand Theft Auto. You know, I never bought or played Grand Theft Autos, any of them. 5 years ago now, I don't know about it. I want to Switch too, but no game's worth buying for it. Anyone excited for Resident Evil 9? Who knows, man? Resident Evil. I thought that the Resident Evil 4 remaster was a lot of fun. You know, that's sad when the only time you have fun is when someone remasters an old game from a time period before freaking corporations turned every video game into like an online-only experience so that they can do like, oh, are you logging in today? We got your bonus for you. Go play your microtransactions. Yeah, every single video game experience is the same thing now. They want more and more and more money from you. They're going to drip feed you a little bit of content that you were supposed to already have. It's the same experience. And then they're going to introduce some microtransaction. They're like, oh, but you get a little teddy bear if you spend $20. You know, something like that. It's pretty... man, it's terrible. Do you like the Silent Hill games? I never played those either, actually. I watched the Silent Hill movie from the like early 2000s. That was okay. Ghost of Yotai was great. I'm excited for Monster and Wild's DLC announcement. That's Capcom's bread and butter. Elden Ring was good, even though it's 3 years old. Yeah, it was mind-blowing art in Elden Ring, but I hated the open world concept. I really didn't like that. All right, we have nobody in the queue. There's room if you'd like to open some cards. Try it out today, guys. We have the website if you'd like to order from the website, or the description if you'd like to order from the live stream description. So that gives me a second to work on pricing up some more slabs. It appears we have this Charbok, and he's a Korean 10. It's graded 10 with Cardconomist grading. I don't really think this is worth anything. Yeah, he looks super clean. I'm not surprised. Korean cards grade 10 pretty easily. It's from 151. So we're still running into abandoned Cardconomist slabs from a long time ago. Isn't that crazy? I was talking to Alexis today about trying to get her into encapsulations. Maybe I can, she was mentioning, you know, that she's got a lot of responsibilities as a mom. And I was talking about how maybe we can design, you know, like a daycare center for her daughter so that she can come over and work at her own pace and have a very safe, clean area for her daughter to just kind of hang out. Here's Bulbasaur. That seems to be the hang-up is mainly that, I think. She doesn't have the actual free time. All right, you know how it is. If you have a kid, you got to get like a daycare center, and your job's got to pay really well to pay for the daycare. So this is a Rainbow 8 Bulbasaur, really? I mean, I see that there's a problem in the lower bottom right-hand corner. Wonder where the 8 came from instead of a 9. Oh, it's subtle, but it's there. It's in the surface. There's a subtle print line that runs that way, but it's like an impression, not a true print line. And then look at this corner down here. See that? That's definitely not a 10. So this guy is a proper 8. Let me see if I can see that again. My eyes just playing tricks on me. Maybe I'm just making things up. So there's definitely a problem in that lower corner, though. Oh, this isn't right either. I see. Hold on. Wait a second. I'm trying to figure out why it's an 8. Here you can see there are... What the hell? Will it focus? Okay, you can see the paint's not correct here or here. So here and here. The card was sticky, that means. It makes sense, doesn't it? It was a sticky card. So it's a rainbow, so yeah, it was sticky. Something behind it was sticking to it. There you go. Now you know why it's an 8, everybody. And let's go get it a correct price as an 8. It's a pretty prestigious card. That's why I wanted to know how it got that 8. Topps Bulbasaur Rainbow. That is a prestigious card. Well, I'm not seeing anything, actually. I'm not seeing anything like this for sale. I'm supposed to be able to ask a lot for this card because, again, it's a rainbow hollow card. I think we'll ask a very moderate price for this. How about 40 bucks? I do believe it's an 8. All right, that's one of those abandoned cards. Let's check the orders, the queue. We have a Mr. Tyler Ferber. He says, for the TCC slab, you just priced. All right, you got it? Let me just make sure you weren't the only one who tried to nab that. It looks like you got it. It looks like it's all yours. Blows my mind when people defend ace slabs. Ace 10s have horrendous centering. You know how it is. I'm sure there's mistakes in there. Ace grading's cool. We one time tried to break an ace slab with the hammer, and it was surprisingly strong. Like, it was super tough. So that was cool. All right, Mr. Burwar. Hello, Burwar. He says, yo, I got a tracking number, but no free... Oh, yes. I printed the thing, but I didn't get you the refund. No problem, man. My bad. Let me fix that for you. Well, I've just been distracted all morning, huh? All right, I'm going to go fix that for you. You know what it was? We were having trouble with the label. That's what it was. The label would not print. And then because I was sitting there waiting for it, I actually forgot I had the other step to take. Okay, we're going to grab your email. I'm going to grab this. No problem, man. I didn't know they were that bad. Blows my mind when people defend A's. I bought a box on the weekend and got a Sasuke and Itachi, but it's mega off center. Sasuke? You talking about the Narutos? The Narutos? We've got more of the Naruto. Tops Naruto, everybody. All right, so I'm now searching for this. And let's see. Might be for this one. All right. Okay, no problem, man. Come back anytime, Mr. Burwar. All right, there we go. Come back anytime. Now, I'm going to jump over here. We have Mr. RBK Bullies. Bullies. All right, one Pokeshuffle for Mr. RBK. Ready? Mister, could we do a pack battle with the Naruto tops? I suppose we could. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, and a 1. Do you have another guy that wants to do it with you? That doesn't sound right, does it? Mr. RBK, that's a cold card. No, I'm sorry, man. That one's cold. No snipe. All right. Here we have Ilveltal. We have Hunter's Insight. We have a nice Firo. This card's ready for slab away. You know, those CGC 10s, they're no joke, guys. CGC 10s, they don't sell for as much as PSA 10s, but they have real value. I think people treat them as something between a 9 and a 10. That's how people see them. But you know, you go over here into let's see. Let me see if I can find this. Oops. I'm trying to find somebody must have posted about it. Let's see if I can find about it. Somebody told me about it. Who was it? That Torchic that sold, right? Was it under this one? Might have been under this one. Here it is. So check that out. So here is a top sale for CGC 10s right here. Sold for 117,000 CGC 10 Torchic. And so I don't know what it is, but I feel like people have like a prejudice sometimes against CGC 10s. I kind of get it, you know. I kind of get it in the sense that maybe you always prefer a PSA 10, but if you see an opportunity with the CGC 10, I would not let your prejudice rob you of that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Don't let your emotions decide that this card has got no value. Now, what do we have here? We've got an order from Anthony Haymeyer for the Bulbasaur. You got it, man. All right. All yours. How's it going, man? Okay. I wonder if they'll do a Monster Hunter trading card set. I'd love to collect some of those. We've got Jungle Ops, Vintage Tops Halo. Here's Geo Rock German and Light Flareon. That's a serious consideration for slab away as well. Here's a Zelda for 30 bucks. How do these get moved over here? Put these back here. Let's see. All right. JFC, my wife just showed up with 3 bags of Pokemon product from 3 different stores. What a woman. What? Did she go out hunting for them? Is that what you're saying? Wow, Mama's bringing home the bacon. Holy. She's a provider. Vulpix. So this is a leaf green Vulpix slab. Should be pretty rare. Okay. For the Vulpix collectors, it makes me sad when no one's contributing to the gym decks. Well, there's always a lot of breaks. There's a lot of different directions, like the binder break, the jumbo pack break, the gym challenge, the Rayquaza break, the Psyduck break. There's a lot of ways to go, you know. People can spend their money on anything. Okay, that Vulpix is Population 6. It's a very rare poker card. Check this out. So this is the jumbo pack break. We have Dylan Chan in here. I think this round was like $170, wasn't it? So it was actually overpriced. And so this is just a fresh round of the jumbo pack break. If you want a shot at that, you can always buy it outright. I can make a replication of it for you. You don't have to do a break. You can actually buy it outright. Here's the binder break. So the binder break has these annoying coins in it, and I'm actually really feeling like we should just remove them. I don't think anyone jumped in here for the coins. I think I'm going to remove these. They just make the bag like insufferable. Do you guys mind? I'm going to remove these coins. Let's put something else in there that has more value than the coins, okay? The coins are annoying. There we go. Okay, binder break should be cards, not coins. So, but here it is without the coins, and we'll put something in there to replace those. Just lots of cards. This lovely Rayquaza, lovely Dark Raticate, lovely poker cards. These poker cards have a lot of value. I used to sell poker cards for like $13 a card in a random pull box, and they would sell. They sold for a while until I guess people lost interest over time. A couple of old maids, some leftover old maids. We got to find something new to put in that binder break. I don't think that's how it started. She just gets lucky. It saddens me that no one's contributing. I wonder if they'll do a Monster Hunter trading card set. We have one. I have it in my stocked away a long time ago. Monster Hunter. We've got it. All right, let's see what we can put in there real fast. I'm going to grab from this bag, maybe. Hold on. So we're looking for more cards for the binder break, are we? Make that so that you can actually read those. How about another Mario Poker? Those are always fun. I'll put this Lycanroc in there. Pokemon Go. Superior. Kyurem. Here's some of these. Team Rocket's Diglett. Team Rocket's Dugtrio. Charmander. Here's a Jolteon. Let's see. How about a reverse hollow Suicune? That's actually pretty good. How about this Ludicolo? There we go. Now he's a hit. Ludicolo is actually a hit. And here's an Ends Reshiram as well. There we go. Now we've got some actual hits and some filler, right? There's filler and then there's hits. Two different things. Filler and hits. 2 full art sets of prismatic tins, a set of Heroes blisters, second round promo. All right, so we'll put the hits near the other hits, so they're all kind of together. We can all live together. Ends Reshiram. Here's a cool little Ludicolo. Honestly, the Suicune is like a hit too. I like the Suicune a lot. There you go. So you see me filling the bag out some more. That's how the binder break works. We just fill it out a little bit more, make it a little more enticing. And again, you got pulls like these, some ARs. You've got this nice Umbreon. You get this nice Pecharunt. Now this is a Black Star promo that you probably didn't consider collecting, but it's an alt art, and it's coming from Shrouded Fable. Pretty cool. Some Nikkeis. Okay, and then Ludicolo, Suicune, Reshiram, Journey Together stamp, Rayquaza. Nice. All right, we just upgraded the bag. And yeah, you do get all this other stuff too. It's not really too expensive, but you know, it all kind of adds up a little bit at a time. 50 cents here, 50 cents there. All of a sudden, it's $20 worth of filler. You're like, hey, that's 20 bucks. That's 20 bucks. There it is. All right. Let's put that back over there. Look at that Legend of Zelda. Didn't that look fun? What's going on next? We've got Mr. Chen Seg Fong, and he says he'll take the Psyduck break. Yes, sir. Okay. Good. Ooh, I like the random sets in there. Sheesh, that's a haul. That's called the binder break. If you guys aren't familiar with that, it's a $40 1 in 4 odds. So you buy in for 40 bucks. You get a custom booster pack. And of course, the custom boosters have my little side deck drawing in it. If you pull the side deck drawing, I trade you this whole bag of cards for that side deck drawing. Okay, that's the binder break. You know the rules. Let's jump up here and put this in the right bag. I believe he is the rare candy, isn't he? Ooh. How far are we into that duck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, 10 of these. Cool. So the side deck has, what, 15 spots left after that? He's making progress, man. He really is. He is. Oh. He's now the star receiver, by the way. So he's up to 10 out of 24. You know, I bought this side deck just for you guys. There's 14 spots left, not 15, 14 spots. I bought this card just for you guys. I knew I couldn't host a 10. It would be too expensive, so I got a nice 8. All right, let's get a giveaway running. So this guy will make a great giveaway, this ZELLE card. There we go. Take that sticker off. All right. Good. You know, you don't think of it this way when you immediately look at it, but this is actually a vintage card. You know, we pay a lot of extra money for vintage cards. TCC shall be the keyword. I'm not even keeping track of how much stuff I give away this month, I guess. All right, we're going to say TCC and hit done. Let's see. So the February giveaway card, here it is. I think I gave away a couple cards worth 30 bucks. So this should go to 110. It's like, look, it says I only gave away 80. Yeah, right. I gave away a bunch of slabs by now. So I haven't been keeping track. 140, we'll say 170. I actually don't know. I don't know how much I've given away. What do you guys think I gave away? Oops. Just like the bounty, I'm not doing very good keeping up with all these little extra tasks. You know, they're like little chores, aren't they? Here's Mr. Jaded. One more Pokeshuffle. You got it, man. Pokeshuffle time. All right. 1, 2, 3. How would you guys like a drawing contest? Ooh, one cold one. Sorry, man. How would you guys like a drawing contest? I'm thinking about hosting one with like maybe a big prize. However, I would have to be able to make money from the contest to pay for the prize. Mr. Edward Cornelio, Prismatic English and DBZ SB2. You got it. Here's SB2. Great set, by the way. Why is Obsidian Flame in this box? That's not correct. Here's Prismatic. Obsidian goes in here. All right. That's the beauty of the shuffle. Even if you lose, it's still fun. Mister got to get those sandals turned into card inserts for Topps Rip and Ship edition. There we are. I think it would be cool to put those in a sort of like clear case and put it on my shelf and be like, I have a lot of, you guys don't, but I have a lot of memories wrapped up in those sandals. A lot of memories, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of sweat and tears. And so I see them and I go, wow, man. Started out with so little and made it so far. It's a great feeling. All right, what we got here? Yeah, there's a lot of emotions wrapped up in there. Here we are. Definitely ambition. It's a big emotion. Here's King Piccolo. Your pack is King Piccolo. I didn't know you turned into a king. There we go. If you ever don't want these Dragon Ball hollows, the bulk hollows, just let me know. I noticed that some guys remove it. They don't like it. I don't think they're particularly valuable. All right. Edward with an E. The short was actually very touching. Makes you think about how far you come. Thank you for that. Yeah, basically, I can tell you more about it. You know, when you're making the short, it's only 60 seconds long, so you got to put all the information in there as fast as you can. When I was younger, in my family, we were very poor because of the 11 children, and so we didn't get a lot of shoes. I had like two pairs of shoes, one for going to church and then those sandals. And when I left, I grabbed my wallet, which I still have. It's the same wallet. So it's a wallet from my grandma. And I grabbed some clothing, which I put over my shoulder. And I left, and my writings. I didn't know if you know this, but I was like a prolific writer when I was younger. I have this huge binder of writings, big old binder. So I grabbed my writings because I didn't want my family reading anything I'd written, you know, because it's like being able to look into my brain. And then I went upstairs and grabbed my pair of sandals. That's what they're stored upstairs next to everyone else's. We had this doorway with this sort of like a mat, right? And there's 11 pairs of shoes there. I remember our family was so strict, you had to put your shoes in the correct location in that pile of shoes. So it'd be like, you know, from dad to the youngest kid. It was so strict, you had to have your shoes aligned correctly in the pile of shoes. So it's just this huge pile of shoes. So I grab my sandals and I sneak away, and that's it. Sneak away with my sandals. And I kept those because I really was so poor, I just didn't want to spend money on shoes. I couldn't. There was no leftover money. So I just wore them. And there's this point where the rubber on the bottom of the shoe wears out so thin. Well, actually, the sandals used to have a strap on the back, and those break from being worn so long. And then the rubber on the bottom, that breaks too from being worn so long. So I started taping the shoe back together with duct tape because that was cheaper than buying, you know, like a new pair of shoes for like, you know, $25 or whatever it would have been. But it just kind of becomes a running, you know, joke near the end because even near the end, Karis and I were counting every dollar. We actually almost went bankrupt during our senior year, just before the senior year. We're like weighing our food out. We're down to $200. Yeah, we were real close to being out. And I'm still wearing those shoes all the way to the very end, and they're getting duct tape. Here's one of the details you didn't get. The duct tape runs out. So I will duct tape the bottom of the shoes, and then the duct tape actually wears out just like the rubber of the shoe wears out. So, you know, I will wear them every single day, whether to class or, you know, doing a chore or out to Walmart or something. So I'll wear them every day. And by the end, they're just insane how ragged they are. And then so I wear them finally to my, I've got a little bit of money near the end because I get hired by tech systems in my senior year. So I could have bought a new pair of shoes and worn that to my graduation. But I wore the sandals to the graduation because it was meaningful. Here's Beatrice Moniz. Can I get a spot in the side deck? Yes, you can. Here it is. I wore the sandals even though right by the end, I did have a little bit of money. You know, in that senior year, I start working 12 hours a day while still going to the classes, and that's not an exaggeration. That's when the doctor tells me I'm not having a heart attack, I'm overworked. Remember that? I think I talked about that story. I had a little heart scare in my senior year. I thought I was having heart problems. But the doctor said I was overworked and overstressed. I was like, what? I didn't know that was a thing. You could do that. You can actually stress your heart out, and it can have more palpitations because you're so stressed out from whatever, right? So near the end, Karis is helping me a lot with my homework, and I'm scraping by in my courses. But then I'm out there working for 12 hours for tech systems because it was that money. Oh my God, it was like exactly what we needed just in time. That money was so important in that last year. So Karis helped me a lot with my homework in that last year. She's like, because she's benefiting from it too. She didn't have any money. Rags to riches, rags to pokey riches. That is absolutely the case in this scenario. All right, and then she gets her job right after she graduates. She gets her job, and everything changes, man. I'm working for Tech Systems. She's working for her company, which is a software. It's a company out here in Missouri, and they do surprisingly a lot of software. You wouldn't think they would, but they do. And so all of a sudden, she's starting out at $60K, and I'm still making like $40K. It all changes. Like on the spot, it changes. Our whole lives are different. But we have a lot of poverty still. Like we got a lot of things to start making up for, and we start paying rent and all this other stuff. So no, it was good. College finished and it was good, man. How do you figure out comps on something that hasn't sold or has no comps? That's actually a really great question. So it's so easy to price a card when there's already one listed or already one sold. But what if you want to sell this Vulpix and there's nothing like it? Well, you can just kind of pluck a price out of the sky and put your feelings down on the card, which is what I've done here. Or you can look for like a similar adjacent card. So like if you're selling a Sun and Moon Vulpix from set B, but there's none for sale, go find a Sun and Moon Vulpix from set A, one that's very similar, and see what that's selling for. See what I'm saying? So just find a similar set, right? Like if you're selling a Quapolis Vulpix and there's none for sale, go look for Expedition or Sky Ridge Vulpix and see what they're selling for. And the price should be somewhere in that price range. Mister, how do you figure out comps? Already read that. Okay, good. So let's see. Very good. We're all out of orders. We are not 2 hours into the stream yet, so I've still got cards to sell to you guys. Here is a beautiful Covenant Jackal for $75, but I guess he didn't sell last time, so we're lowering his price. I'm going to drop him significantly from 75 to 50. That's 50% off the original price. I think it's a pretty enticing price at that point because don't forget this. He comes out of those very expensive Topps Halo packs, and you don't get an embossed card except for every like 4 or 5 packs. But not just that. I've already paid for the grading. So part of the $50 is the grading. It's a good deal. 50 is nice, in my opinion. Now, we got to find some other stuff to price up too. Let's see. How about one of these hit me with your best scores? Wow, that's just a 6. That's such a bad grade. Oh, look, it's got all this glue on the back. I shouldn't have even let this guy grade this. I should have just told him, hey, why don't we save your money and not encapsulate this? I should have done that back then. I should have offered that as a service. But here it is. It is encapsulated. If you're looking for a very, very cheap Cardconomist card to play around with even, let's get you one. So this is going to be super mega cheap. We are. We'll make it $8. It still looks nice if you don't care about the grade. And then what is this? This one got a 9. Oh, this one was quite close to being a 10. Wonder what cost it to miss the 10. I don't want to stare at it all day, so I'll just assume it's a 9. I have that same issue with the card I won from Mr. a while back. The recent sold was in December for 2K. It would be hilarious if someone from the TCC group bought that Charizard for $250,000, then posted it on Discord. Mr. would be like, what, you bought my slab? I priced it way above the other slabs. So there's just no chance that would happen unless they were some kind of millionaire who just did not care about what they did with their money. But that's the thing about millionaires. Unless they inherited that money, they usually care about money. They usually do a good job with their money. All right, Super Mario Brothers tip sticker. Super Mario Brothers. I'm not going to be crazy with this, to be honest. I kind of just wanted to go. I don't even think he looks as good as this Legend of Zelda sticker. So despite this being an 8 and this being a 9, I'm only going to ask $25. This one's cheaper than the Zelda card. Because the difference is the Zelda card looks iconic. This just looks like Super Mario Brothers Mario. So there you go. You got $25, $8, and free. Those are some abandoned slabs from the past. What's the pack split? It is Ancient Origins, and we got 3 people in there right now. We're waiting for more people to join on the pack split. $24 if you want in there. It goes off when we get a total of 10 spots sold. All right, so we got to get some slabs rotated off the table, too. So we got this Warthog 9. Hard Boiled 9. That looks super cool. Spiro 9 from Jungle. You know, $51 is such a bad number. Let's see if I can find a different price for it. Wait. There it is. There it is. The woodpecker's knocking on my siding again. I'm telling Kiers. Hold on. Let's see what she says. Okay, hold on. Kara sent me a bunch of texts. She was talking about like insurance and all that stuff. Jesus. All right, so I'm going to say woodpecker ruining our home right now. All right, there we go. I'm going to smack the wall, try to scare him away. I'm going to pick you up so I don't knock this over. There you go. I think he flew away. Oh, did he? All right. You can hear the woodpecker ruining my home in real time. So sad. I don't know what they think is in the walls. Are there bugs in the walls? I doubt it. So they must think there's bugs in the walls. All right, Spiro Jungle. Caca. I know, I was doing some cacaing last time, wasn't I? So weird. How did we come up with this price? Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. All right, so this is $45. Good. So it is cheaper, actually. It's a lovely card. I could see this going into the Pokeshuffles. You know what? It is going in the Pokeshuffles. You can buy this right now, but I'm going to put it up in there. I like vintage going in the Pokeshuffles. It's nice. Okay. He's still pecking. Dude. Hold on. I got to try and scare him off. I don't know if maybe like having like a weird pattern to the knocking will scare him off better. He's still there. He's not scared of the noise. He's still pecking. What do I do? I wonder what I do. Somebody should look it up. Somebody should look it up on AI or something, what to do about it. He's still pecking. He doesn't care about me knocking on the other side of the wall. I mean, birds have excellent hearing. He must hear me talking, or she, or whatever it is. So they just don't care. It is. God, man, I gotta put my cat out there or something. Give her a little shelf on the side of the wall. Oh my God, he's pecking at the house right now. It says shoot him with the BB gun. No, it doesn't. All right, I'll ask AI. Dude, there's a woodpecker on the outside of my home, ruining my home's wood siding right now. I can hear it pecking at the walls. I slammed the walls with my fist, but he didn't fly away. He's still pecking at it. What do I do? How do I get rid of the woodpecker? It's going to tell me something like go outside. Woodpeckers are federally protected under the Migratory Bird Treaty Act. You cannot harm them without permission. So, hang a reflective bird deterrent tape. Mount a large owl or hawk decoy. Hang aluminum foil strips. Play predator calls and woodpecker distress calls. Huh. Maybe in the middle of the stream we'll play like a hawk call or something. All right, mirror, aluminum foil, mirror. Go outside with the water hose. Unfortunately. All right, yeah, we're not shooting any birds. We're not getting any trouble for shooting any birds. That's crazy talk. What are you talking about? Shooting birds. So here's the Krusty Krab out of 199. This really feels like one to list on eBay. Look at that. Wow, that looks insane, doesn't it? I love how it has like a watery effect to it. It kind of fits the SpongeBob theme. But this is a numbered card, the Krusty Krabs. That's probably just going to go back up into the 9s channel. Here's a 9 Grovel. Okay, Grovel? Let's take a picture. Bark at him. Make it a super chat. I don't know. We're taking pictures right now of these slabs. They're going into the 9s channel, everybody. So in our Discord server, there are fresh slabs going into the 9s channel right now. I like this Tyranitar 9. Think he would make a good gym break? Yeah, so this guy, he seems expensive until you realize he's the English 9. The English 9 in a 10, isn't it like $300? That's Paldea Evolved. Paldea Evolved Tyranitar. And he should be priced. ChatGPT says they drum for insects or drum for territory dominance. He thinks this is his territory. All right, so this is correctly priced at $75, everybody. I just looked it up. Let's turn this into a gym break for you gym break lovers. Pretty easy. We'll do $37. 1 and 2. English Tyranitar. So now we have 2 gym breaks running. Usually we have 2. So we've got this cool Darkrai 10, and we have this cool Tyranitar 9. Those are your options for the gym breaks. Okay. Neato. Neat. Wow, that's so cool. Here's the trade slab. Here's SpongeBob. Who wants to trade to get into this Shaman? Anybody? Get rid of your cards to get into the Shaman. I know if Brett Love was watching, he'd say he'd want in. I chased down the alley cat that frequent our yard to use it as a litter box, scream and bark at them. Neighbors probably think I'm wild. Yeah, man, that's annoying too, isn't it, huh? Just nuisance animals. Here's Radon. Here's Darkrai. Ooh, Darkrai 10 for $100. Ooh, that could go up into... Here's Poliwrath. This guy could go into a box for sure. Okay. Darkrai. How much is this guy costing for real? Is he 100 or is he more than 100? Darkrai, trick or trade. I was going to suggest music with a lot of bass. He is $100. Okay. This card last sold for $160 in December. Not in October. In December, he last sold for $160. The cheapest bite now is $100. Look it up for yourself if you don't believe me. Okay, and this is going to say P10. There we have it. I just pulled the gold Garchomp. Nice, dude. All right, so we're going to put this here. That seems a lot like an ad. Let's see. Give me a second. Let's see. Okay, maybe it wasn't an ad. How do I go back from this? I can't tell. All right, let me go ahead and grab this. Yeah, no ads, okay? All right. Oops. Tossing this back over here. I chased down the alley cat that frequent. I already read that. Let me refresh on the chat here. How's it going, guys? Happy Monday. All right. I just learned woodpeckers will eat other birds' brains when they're hungry. What? They'll eat other birds' brains? That's crazy talk. Okay, good. That's good. That's loaded. And we'll toss this in here. All right. Live customs are fully loaded. Check this out. The live customs. Only one loose pack back there. So this is fully loaded with slabs. Pretty neat. All right. SpongeBob. He's ready for slab away. He's cool. The Rayquaza break. Here he is. We've got one person in there so far. Really beautiful Rayquaza. He's a long one. He's good. He'll take a little bit of time, but you know, I think when he gets close to the end, there'll be a lot of excitement for that one. Okay, Dragonite, Nidoking, Hunter's Insights, Sceptile. Here's a Quillfish 10. Here's Greaver 10. Here's Capture the Flag 9. Let's get Greavered up into the Pokeshuffles. He needs 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Oh. Grievard. His number is number 1607 T10. All right. All right. Throwing that away. Huh, that really did seem like an ad after you said something. Yeah, I thought maybe he was just talking at first, and then I'm like, is this an ad? You never know these days. Okay. Let's take a picture. Picture time. Click. People do that, you know. Actually, you know, I probably got to double check this Squirtle because he was priced a while back. Team Up Squirtle. There's none for sale. I remember when I priced him. He was based off of a last sold of that card type. All right, so there are two sold. Look, there's one in December that sold for 60. And then there's a different artwork that sold for 105. These are both 9s. So 155. And then there's none for sale. So I'm standing by this price of 75. Now, the other Squirtle obviously is a different number, but, you know, it's from the same set. So there we go. We got 55, 20, 75, 100 on this SpongeBob shiny bubble, huh? And he's out of 50. I think I'm standing by this price as well. He's ultimately a nice SpongeBob card. I don't mind holding him. I bet you we could put that card up on Phoebe. Okay, we took the picture. We're ready to move these off to the other box. Once we move some of these slabs off of this table, we can get even more slabs up here. Now, we got to work on that pretty hard and pretty fast because I feel like we've actually fallen behind on card rotations. We need to get done with this so we can move on to the consignment. What the hell? We need to get done with this so we can move on to the consignment slabs. So it needs to happen. Oh, okay, so this lovely Radiant Charizard, huh? Okay, let me put this guy here. He needs to be turned into a break. He's a break for sure. Dragon Graveler, huh? Oh, that's a tight sleeve. Okay. Nothing tastes better than the orange flavor refreshment of so-and-so. What? That's what that comment sounded like, huh? Here we are. Okay. How you guys doing? Happy Monday. Anything on your minds these days? What are you guys thinking about? What are you talking about? What's on your mind? What's in the news? Graveler Dragon 30. Karis and I were watching that new show, Night of the Seven Kingdom. Mr. Mike Side recommended it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It wasn't perfect either, but it avoids a lot of the pitfalls of modern story writing, you know, with unbelievable plots, unbelievable characters. There are some unbelievable characters, actually. A couple of them seemed a bit strange, but overall, it's almost refreshing to not have something be so annoying and lazy. Let's see, not quite yet, Chad. Is it Friday? Did you hear about the Mexican War? I guess there's a fight going on with, like, a drug cartel. Does anybody root for the drug cartel? Like, everybody hopes they lose, right? Who wants a drug cartel running your country? It's silly if you think about it. The more the drug cartel pushes, the more they make it known that they're a very loud problem. So if I was in charge of that cartel, I would just be like, oops, we lost our main guy. And then I'd be like, shh, everyone be quiet. Because what they're trying to do is they're trying to make a statement. You push us and we'll push back. We're in control. And it's like the louder you do that, the more you actually incentivize actual powerful militaries like the United States military, the Mexican military to do something about you. So, you know, they're trying to make their statement. They're trying to be heard. They're trying to be like, hey, we're tough. We're tough. We'll kill you. We'll terrorize you if you, you know, if you tell us, yeah, if you get rid of our leader, we'll terrorize you. So the more they do that, the more they make it clear that they need to be snuffed out. And I think that that's the wrong move for them as an organization, but it's not, hey, it's not like I want, I'm not cheering for them in any capacity, so I don't care if they make the wrong choices. But yeah, it just doesn't make sense, does it? Like, geez, man, like, It is. I guess now we'll go kill a bunch of innocents. That'll teach them. All right. Ooh, we got a actually a lovely card here. This is Bouffalant Staff Stellar Crown. We have a staff card for sale. Cartels have always ruled with imposing fear. And you know, another word for that is terrorism. They use terrorism to get their way. And populations, normal people like us, we deserve better than that. I think it's a pretty proud moment, if anything, for the Mexican military and government to sort of stand up to that cartel, because apparently it was very powerful. So them going in there to kill him, number one, it was a success. It looks great for them. And then number two, that's some bravery. And so you got to commend it. And we'll see how it all ends when the dust settles a bit. But it will probably take more than one moment to truly undo the roots of a large criminal organization, organized crime. Again, just like we had the Italian mafia, there's the Russian mafia, there's all these different mafias. You can't just live with them bullying you around and stealing from you and doing drug trafficking and human trafficking and prostitution and assassinations and whatever other extortion, kidnappings, all these other horrible things they do. Insurance. Remember, the Italian mafia did insurance. Gang wars, initiations where you got to kill an innocent person to initiate yourself into the club. All these things are so horrifying. People deserve to be free of that. They do. What other reason to have a government than to go wipe those guys out so that we can live like normal people who don't want to do crime? Here's Great Tusk. So, it's a proud moment, in my opinion, for the Mexican government and the Mexican military to actually take down the bad guys. And we'll see what happens, what comes of it, like if they'll keep going or not. But I hope they do. I think that Mexico is sitting on prime land, by the way. You got Canada and Mexico. Canada's above us. It's cold up there. You ever think about that? Canada's miserably cold. Mexico, they got the best beaches in the world. But they live under the foot of the cartels to a certain degree. Not entirely, but to a certain degree. It's in the background. It's in the back of your mind. Better not step on their toes. Better not have a bad day and be in the wrong place at the wrong time sometimes. Better not be a journalist and report on it. Better not be a politician. It's just not right, or you better not have your daughter get kidnapped and sold. So they have some of the best land in the world, and they don't get to really benefit from it because of their internal struggles. And again, what better use of government than to clear that out? That's exactly what you should do with government. Wow, I bought this card back in the day for $45 and now it's $85. You know what? I'm asking $100 for it. I don't want it to sell right away. I'm asking $100. I like it. I think it'll go to $100. I'm hodling. There we go. Apparently, the cartel's targeting tourists. They have children as hostages. Cartels have always ruled with imposing fear. The Amish mafia. Yeah, there's no Amish mafia because they're Christians. Isn't that nice? Yeah, you've never heard of that, have you? The Amish mafia, drug trafficking and kidnapping children and doing drug gang wars and decapitating people on videos so that you can see how tough they are. You never get that from the Amish. What do? They grow big beards and corn, and then they make things by hand like barns. It's amazing. It's amazing. We know what we want in this world. We want more of that and less people dying from fentanyl and kidnappings and prostitution. Duh. It's such a clear, in this world, it's sometimes it is a struggle to see good and bad, And people who are skilled at speaking, sometimes they try to muddy the water and make it difficult to tell, make it ambiguous to tell who exactly the good guys and bad guys are. People do their best to do that, to obfuscate, if you want to use a fancy word. And what could be worse than human trafficking? What could be worse than that? God, dude, it's so obvious. There's a clear target to go after and make things better. Here's Crocona. Ooh, he looks pretty. Are the Amish allowed to have Pokemon cards? I hope so. Probably not. All right. Crocona Expedition. I mean, Pokemon cards, they're not electronic, so maybe so. Right? They're not, but how would they buy one? Because they're never on the internet. Think about it. They would never buy one. All right, give me a moment here. Jedediah has the first edition Charizard. Hey, you know, they got to invest too in something. Amish Mafia exists. What do you mean? They do bootlegging. Yeah, the Amish Mafia, you know what they sell? They sell iPhones. All right. Very good. Oh, I'm not supposed to do this. Come on, you know you want it. He pulls out a cell phone. Oh. The Amish Mafia is selling cell phones to children. We got to do something about this. We got to stand up to them. Whoa, we got a big order, Mr. Mark. With a big order today. That's 2 big orders. Edward Shelton and Mark. Wow. Thanks, guys. Let's see what it is. No hollows, please. And may I get the promos open and put in top loaders, please, for 1 Charizard UPC. Ooh, the Charizard UPC, you say. All right. I knew it had to be something. All right, here we are. I blew my wad at the show. Sorry, mister. The gold star was too nice. Okay, we're going to snip this. Good. Oops. You didn't save any money for your old pal, Uncle Cardconomist? Here we are. Just kidding. Here we are. All right. I don't know how I'll feed my children. I just have a cat to feed. Dude, Karis is attached to the hip with that cat, man. She's in love with it. I don't know what the deal with that is. She really likes that cat. Yeah. You know, she's getting older. I think she's ready for a kid. Yeah. All right. Ooh. All right, good. Hey, what's up, man? Going for JP for the first time this summer, saving my Poke money. Oh, going to Japan. Is that sort of like... Is that like a pilgrimage for Pokemon card collectors to go to Japan? There you are. I'm going to Mecca. Oh, a little gold coin, you say. I forget this is in here. Hold on, wait a second. Let me pick it up with the sleeve. There it is. Little gold coin in here. I guess Japan is kind of like Mecca for Pokemon card collectors. All right, so fusion, evolving, a vivid voltage, lost origin, astral, brilliant. All right, cool. Ooh, did you get one of those boxes with no darkness ablaze? Hey, you got one of the better boxes. There's a box that has no darkness ablaze. That's the superior box. Now, I think he said, put the promos, I get the promos open and put in top loaders, please. Okay. Very good. You have to go to Japan, mister. If not, you're not a real Pokemon enthusiast. Oh, that's an interesting thought. Oh, look at that, everybody. 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 Charizards. 1, 2, and 3. Ho-ho. Got that away. Did you file your taxes for Uncle Sam? No, not yet. My taxes take a long time. Here we are. There we go. Actually, my taxes are usually not done till like, I'm not kidding, like July or August. We almost always apply for an extension, and it just takes a long time. There we go. There we go. Ooh. Tempted to open one of those Charizard boxes just to grade the promos. Well, hold on. You're saying that. Meow, 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 meow. So he has changed in price. So our UPC box is now going to change in price. That was probably one of the reasons why he was a little bit interested in it, is because it's basically the buy now price with taxes. So our price on the UPC is going from $565. Give me a minute. To $700. Yowzas. All right, so Charizard UPC is 7 honeys. Okay. That's changed a little bit. I'm not surprised, really. Has anything not changed since Logan Paul sold his card for $16.5 million? The hobby is just on fire right now. So I'm 36 and I've never paid taxes and never will. They'll never catch me. Now, are you being serious? You've never paid taxes? I mean, how do you do stuff? Because usually you need a tax filing to do some important things in life, like apply for a loan and pay your... I know you need your taxes for stuff. You need it anytime you have a loan, you need it. All right, there we go. That has been updated. The red-blue collection is up here. Does it have a price? It has no price, huh? That's interesting. Okay. So let's open this up. Those have been exploding. Yeah, you don't say. So these are all good. We'll place this over here. And now let's start sneeping. Sneep time. I had a crazy trade offer for the Gold Star just now. Gold Star X, PSA 10, CD Promozard. Put that away. All right, you ready? So, remember when no one wanted these UPCs? Yeah, I guess they used to be like $120. And now they're up times like 5. A lot of Pokemon cards are up at least times 3, though. You know, it's a lot of Pokemon stuff that has jumped. But these are doing well, just like everything else. Oh, man, I got to sneeze. Oh, dear God. These UPCs were 90 at one point. I don't remember 90. I remember 120. I didn't buy them at retail, though. I bought them online. Roaring Skies is a great set. There we are. There we are. Here we are. I remember Brett Love buying a bunch of these. You guys remember that? Brett Love, he opened like 5 or 6 of these. And he was opening them up for like $300, $400. So he was getting a much better deal. There we go. Here we are. You know, it's going to work that way for a lot of Pokemon cards, not just this UPC. Like, we have that Ancient Origins pack split. And you realize that's going to be looked at like it's cheap one day. Like, oh, wow, that's all you were paying for it? It's already that way. I mean, we used to sell those boosters for just $40 a pack. Just 40. Now they're selling for $240. Like, what? It's crazy. It's really crazy. All right, here we go. Let's pull an Alt-Art, shall we? Alt-Art time, baby. We got one Farfetch. That looks like a Kamiya. Yeah, it is. Komiya. Komaya? Don't know if I'm saying his name right. Here's Purloin. Ooh. Manaphy. Ooh. You know, there's a whole booster box of Astral Radiance in a break right now. We need like 8 more people to join it. $40. You guys don't like the big heavy breaks as much. You guys really like the Pokeshuffles and stuff where you get like it. You get to see it end quickly. Hard to move the big stuff. We got all these small breaks like the gym break and the Pokeshuffles and the live customs, and you guys really like those. Ooh, here we go, Spiritomb. Wow, you know, this Spiritomb kind of competes with the more recent Spiritomb that I think is in Ascended Heroes, isn't it? It is? Okay. Now, this is a Lost Origin. Litwick from Lost Origin. This is a Vivid Voltage. Dusclops, he's cool. Orbital. Crazy how Sword and Shield feels vintage now. Wookit says that we're underappreciated. Everyone was saying we're in the junk era with Sword and Shield 2. You remember that? Junk era. I even said that. I was like, oh, it's the junk era. I just assumed they were printing 1 million of them, you know? And now it's like, nope, not even close. So shows how wrong you can be. You can be wrong about the price going up. You could be wrong about the price going down. Better be sure you like what you're doing if you're going to invest a lot of money in Pokemon, because it's hard to predict. Here's Spiritomb. Now, Evolving Skies is my favorite. Let's do that last. Let's do the fusions next. Here goes Mark J. Valerian. Darumaka. Crazy how Sword and Shield feels vintage. Do you think 151 or Destined Rivals will perform better? Oh, that's hard to say. I already have a decent chunk of both. I don't know. Could be 151 just because of its name and the nostalgia. I really like Destined Rivals a lot, though. Here's Dancer. Oh, those fusions were terrible. You got nothing out of them. Sorry, man. Probably about to get nothing out of these Evolving Skies, but... Or you could pull an Altart, Umbreon. It's possible. Not likely, but it's possible. It's only 4 packs. Zinnia. Pack number 2. Shiftry. Pack number 3. Oh, yeah. Reggie Drago. Ah, man. Yeah, these packs are tough. All right. Thank you, Mr. Mark J. Valerian. Good thing these come with Charizards. The Charizards are carrying the day. That's how it worked for Brett Love, too, I feel. So let's have another look at this now. So obviously you got a lot of holos. You got one nice-looking Spiritomb, Orbeetle, Dusclops, Farfetch'd. He's just a bit of fun. And then you've got your 3 Charizards. So you got 3 Charizards. Here they are. 1, 2, and 3. All right. So you've had a look at them. Lovely. Popping these up over there. You got this little Charizard coin. Keep the holos. You want me to keep the holos? If you're giving me the holos, I'm giving you a spot on the trade slab, okay? Let's see, Mark. Did you need a new bag? Oh, he said no holos. That's right. He said no holos. That's right. You started with that message. He might be a new bag guy. Any update on the Light Arcanine? Oh, the Light Arcanine. Where'd I put that? It came in. Where'd I put that? The Light Arcanine is here. It's so funny you said that. I forgot about it. Where'd I put it? Ah, here it is. I put it with these other slabs that just came in the mail. So these just came in the mail. Love this Rayquaza. Ta-da! All right. Light Arcanine. So that was from the Valentine's break. All right, Mark. Let's see. I will go ahead and toss these out. Well, Karis is messaging me. Let's see if she's got something important going on. Karis is messaging me. Okay. So she's just talking about, you know, doctor stuff. We got doctor stuff coming up for IVF and all that. So, Mr. Mark, it's a lot of work, guys. Did you know that? It's a lot of work. Ship my cards, please. I had paid in advance. Heck yeah. All right, sounds good. Today is a shipping day. Okay. Good. Tossing this up here. Now, Mr. Gate. Oh, toss this in here too. Seemed like you needed a new bag, Mark. So I just created you one real fast. Now, you will have a card over here. Ah. Gabriel 2026. Okay. That's done. Let's go grab his bag. How cool is that, guys? 1 and 2. What the heck is this music playing? I feel like I'm in some kind of like Dance Dance Revolution song. Okay. My package is on the way. Thank you, mister. Sounds good. Mr. Gabriel. We're going to make this a little bit heavier and just wait for it to calculate up a shipment. Been craving tacos and rice. All right, that's all done. You know, I know another place where I've got to get some shipping done. Apparently eBay. So let me take a quick look at eBay. Our slab holders have gotten kind of popular. We got to restock them soon. We got this, the Beckett one sells all the time, man. All right. Yeah, I don't know who's buying them, but people really like these Beckett labels, Beckett displays. So great test for $100. Pokemon Dragon Graveler 9 for $190. Croconaw 8 Reverse Hollow for $70. Those are good cards. Here's where they're not 10s, but they're vintage. All right, solid vintage. All right, we'll print this. This shall say 1BGS. That's for that guy. And then let's see if your label's ready, Mr. Gabriel. Yes, it is. Wait. This has got to be heavier. I thought I already did that. Okay, we changed the weight on yours. It's going to recalculate. We're trying to get the right price. Oh, my God, dude. Kills me every time. All right. We sold another silver coin in the last, like, 4 days. It has sold twice now. The Queen's Beast. Come on now. Hit print. My package is on the way. I already read that. So let's go grab one of those. So this just sold. Okay. I'm going to say just this. Honestly, I could ship this. I don't need Lexus to ship this. You know, I'm just going to ship this one. I think this one will be for me to ship. No, she could do this. She can do this. Give her something to do, you know. This label will go in the bag. I sold a silver coin for $400, guys. You know how much I paid for that silver coin? I think I paid, it was like $80 for a 2-ounce coin. I paid that like 4 or 5 years ago. And now it's selling for $400 as an MS69. That just sold twice for me, by the way. All right, Gabriel, we got your label. What do you guys think of that? I don't specialize in silver and gold, but I've made some money with silver and gold. I don't know if I'll continue doing it, though. It's kind of, seems unnecessary. Here's Mr. Shahir Great Tusk. Good choice, man. Cool card. Here he is. He's an alt-art from, I believe, the base set. Look how old it is. 2023. That's 3 years old. These cards are actually pretty old. There it goes. All right. Appreciate it, man. All right, and here we have Mr. Mark J. Valerian. He says, 2 giveaway for the Pokemon Japanese We're Dear Tag 9. We're Dear. All right, this is a giveaway by Mr. Mark. So I guess we'll pause the Cardconomist giveaway, and we'll host a giveaway on this one instead. All right. How long until December tag sub returns do you think? I think it's almost done. I think I saw it. I think it was in quality assurance. Here we are. Tags slowed down. They used to be much faster, but they're obviously getting a lot of attention. I like to think we contributed to that with our positive reviews and even with just our actual submissions. You know, if all of a sudden they're getting an extra 200, 300 slabs per month from us, and then from all the people who were inspired to give them a try because of us, that's a good chunk. It's not everybody, I mean, but we're part of the puzzle, I suppose. We're part of the tapestry. All right, so Mr. Mark, let me set up this giveaway. We're swapping it over to a Mark giveaway, everybody. Mark. We're going to hit done on that. Tag December probably going to take a little while, still maybe a couple weeks to a month. No, I think it's actually really close. I think it's really close. I like Tag. You know, CGC has a problem where you either get a gem 10 or a pristine 10, and you really want a pristine 10. Whereas Tag, they are just harsh graders, but I don't think their gem 10's as tough as a pristine all the time. So it's kind of it's a balance. It's really tough. I do think that Tag's grading is tougher than PSA's. So if you're looking just for pure liquidity, might just be PSA all the time. But I like that Tag has a faster turnaround time. And they do hand out something PSA does